Hi, I'm Terrell with Terrell Loy Enterprises. I want to play more with our inside circles. This time I want to show you how I do pebbles, or what I'm calling strings of pebbles. And I want to show you a quick way you could do these without having to backtrack on every other half of the circle. I'm going to first show you more typically, or how I used to do pebbles. Whoops, I should start over here on an edge. And why I have deviated from this technique. I'll just do a couple. Typically, when we were to do circles, if I do the whole circle right now, I'll just do one. Now, and I want to now do a second circle that kisses this circle, I have to double stitch. So like say I want to do the next one up here. Or, you know, like I want to just do a filler of circles. I picked a pretty big one so you can see it fine with the camera. But no matter what I do, I have to double stitch somewhere. And of course I want to get it exact. So say I stop there. And then I do my second one. Okay, so again I have to double stitch. And you'll even see the computerized programs now for our digital long arms. They do it too, they double stitch. Well, I wanted to find a way not to double stitch. See, so I got to get out of here now and come over here and do the next one and so forth. So you got the idea. So this is a technique I came up with so we don't have to do that. So I'm going to start down here. What I do, and I'm calling them strings of pebbles, because if I make myself a string, and I'm going to be pretty simple right now because I got a pretty big circle. I don't often do them that big, but we'll just start there. Well, I'll even drop down. We'll do the twos. If I do strings, and I use the similar technique we learned on orange pills, like say I'm going to start it right there. Don't even have to start on the edge. I could if I want, but let's say I'm going to start there. Just a couple secures there. Okay, so if I put my horizontal etch lines on my little chalk line here that I drew, call it my string, and then if I do half circles the same way we did earlier when we were doing orange pills, I never have to backstitch, or I never have to stitch parts of the circle twice. And I can play with these a little bit. I don't want my string, if I'm using a big circle, obviously my string can't be too steep. My chalk line can't be real steep. But I would just come in here. Okay, let's say I'm done. I could do a partial circle at the end, but I don't have to because we're filling in later. So now I just come back. And see, I never had to double stitch, but I still got kind of random interlocking or kissing circles. Oops, that one moves off a little bit. So once I finish, I have a choice. I could draw another chalk line and do another one. Or on the wall, what I did, the little sampler we looked at a minute ago, I actually changed what size. I came in with a second size and did a very loose shadow, like say maybe I'll say, okay, I'll do a smaller size right there. I don't even have to go all the way to the end. And then I would grab a smaller template, I'm sure you got the idea, and I do the same thing. When I'm all done, and I have some general lines, like maybe I'd come in here. Maybe I'd use my 1.5. I was using the 2 before. Maybe I might even do a few right there. Then at the very end, I would come to my 1-inch one and I would fill in all the gaps. So If I did use, just for the sake of time, I won't actually sketch this out, but picture, if you will, some circles sitting here, smaller circles than the ones above. Then I would use him and fill in any openings I had left over. Now when I use him, I do double stitch. I do go over half of the circle twice. So if I was going to fill in this little area with him, so in this case, see, I would, and you don't even, in this case I might do a partial circle initially, and then to do my next one I got to get out of there a little bit. So I do this routine. I just start stacking them in any gap I have, and where I do a little bit of the circle twice to travel to the next place. Wherever I didn't have circles and I needed fill in, this is what I'd be doing. Whoops, I just slipped my ruler there. But you got the idea. And that is how I got the sampler, the block we looked at the beginning on the wall.